What is up, YouTube? It is a beautiful day on the lake and we're just having a great time, except when your belt breaks. So let me just give you kind of the what happened, how we diagnosed it, and how we fixed it. First off, the belt, I smelled a little bit of rubber, broke, didn't think anything of it. There's a lot of people burn a bunch of stuff on the side of the lake, on their lake houses, so I thought it was that. Got home, opened the engine compartment and unscrewed the drain plug, and then realized that I had a snapped belt. And so what did I do? I was like, oh, it's an old belt. It's the original belt. It's 20 years old. Let me just order a new one. Ordered a new one. Less than like an hour, the brand new one broke. I was like, okay, this is a little weird. So now when you're troubleshooting, what's probably the first thing you want to do is check your alignment to make sure the belt isn't twisted, which was good. And then I had the belt off, spun the alternator, pulled it in and out, made sure the bearing was still good. That was good. And next thing you kind of want to think of is like alternator, voltage regulator, or battery. Just replace the battery. I don't think the alternator or voltage regulator was bad. One of my good buddies on the lake actually noticed that there was about 1/4 of an inch of old rubber gunk just build up on the inside of here. You can actually see it. All this black stuff, even down there, is all just from that pulley on both of these big ones, not on the small one. And you can see it. This is the brand new belt. You can go ahead and see all of the burnt rubber. So it wasn't fully seated on the second one. And when I just put the second one on, didn't notice it. It wasn't sitting perfectly in the V, so it's just spinning, getting super hot, and then just smack, and lost the belt right away and ruined a nice day on the lake. But any bad day on the lake, still a good day anyways. So clean that out. And then I went ahead and used one of these crowbars and set it in there. Found a couple good forums that you want to use a good crowbar to get the alternator nice and tight and really set this V in there, because there's not a lot of torque. Once you do that, it's golden. First off, if you smell any rubber in the boat, it is probably a belt. So I was driving, probably going about 20 miles an hour on the water, smell rubber for about 5 seconds, and then it goes away. And there's a bunch of people burning burn piles on the edge of the lake, so I assumed it was one of those. But no, it was actually the belt. So I pulled the engine up afterwards, and yeah, the belt was broken. And luckily it was just the alternator. If it was the other side with the water impeller, would have been a lot worse, because the engine could have overheated. You got to keep an eye on both of those things, making sure your engine, one, doesn't overheat, and two, you don't run out of battery power, because now without this spinning, I'm only running on battery power for sparking my engine. So just keep a close eye on all that. And the only thing to really adjust here, it's pretty easy to put one of these things on, is this bolt right here on your alternator. Just loosen that, slide it down, and then just go ahead and loop it around on these two parts and on the outside here, and then we'll give it some tension and tighten it back up. All right, we got the new belt on. I lied, you also got to loosen this bolt down here as well. And just for making it even more fun, I got a bolt back here you got to loosen as well. So tighten it back up. We'll tension it with this thing back in the original spot, and then get this guy, the hinge, tightened down, and we've got a brand new belt ready to go for the season. I had two belts. One that was the original one that broke, and so I put another one on, and the brand new one broke right away. And you can see all these little rubber pieces here in the hole and everything. That was from all this rubber being jammed up inside of here, and it was really freaking gross. And so brought a flathead and cleaned it all out, but definitely had like an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch of complete rubber on both the water pump and the crank pulley, but not the alternator. And the alternator, it does spin freely. I have just a tiny bit of play, but it's in and out play coming through the axle, up and down. It's pretty locked in, and it doesn't seem to squeak or anything. So hopefully that's the problem. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to actually set this one in properly. I do have the correct Pleasurecraft Engine Group belt, the R066001 belt. This is the one for the right side, and then I think the left side is like -8 or something like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing installed. You just need a couple ratchets and then a crowbar of some sort, because I want to get this V of this pulley set inside here. So what the problem is, these old ones can't apply a lot of torque like the new ones, because the new ones are all grooved in. So if this one's not sitting in here properly and the alternator is requiring a lot of power, it's going to slip on both of these pulleys, which is why I think I had a bunch of gunk and everything inside here, because that's how the pulley was melting and ended up breaking. So let's go ahead and see if this fixes it. So went ahead and got all that gunk cleaned out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do one more cleaning here. You know, just before you go to the dentist, you brush your teeth for 4 minutes instead of 2. Exact same thing right here. We don't want any rubber in any of these pulleys. And now, yes, the belt is super tight here, but we're going to go ahead and start it up, and then we'll actually set the tension after it's kind of set back in place. Alright, so I let it run for about 10 minutes, and it's cool to the touch without gloves. Now I'm using gloves, and it was perfectly fine. Same temperature on both sides, so I think that was great. If your brand new belt breaks right away, I would check to see if you have any real big gunk on both of these big pulleys, and see if that works. A couple other things not related to mine, but you could have a bad bearing on your alternator. Your alternator could be bad and charging, requiring a lot of amps, like over 100 amps, and then this belt will start spinning and then it'll break. Look at to see how it actually is breaking. Is it breaking from the inside because it's rubbing and getting so hot, or is it just old and dingy and then it just finally broke like what I thought my first one was doing? But I'm gonna go ahead, and this is still a little bit too much deflection. I want about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm getting about 1/2 an inch over here. I'm getting about that 1/4 of an inch, and that one's still original, which is crazy to think about. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this one just a little bit more, get it back in here, make sure I'm watching for all those wires, and then go ahead and tighten it down a little bit. Can't do it with the camera in both hands, but you can see the picture. Loosen this, tighten it just a little bit, get this one tightened down, and then here's the bottom one that you tighten, and then there's a bolt back there, and this one's to adjust this bar up and down. Go ahead and tighten that one once you're done, if you loosen that one. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you out. We'll see you on the next video. Please subscribe and like.